Would not blindly short this obviously, but I think it would be viable to look for a short setup inside there. First thing I see is this. I would want to see this be violated. So ES is still holding this, which I'm not surprised, but not something out long. Yes, you do. So usually a busy from news, usually they end up getting filled. What's everyone's bias today and why? Okay. Yeah, again, this is... What do you guys think my bias is? First two answers, bullshit and bearish. So the closest was Ophir. My bias in that Seek and Destroy. My bias is kind of neutral here. So this is kind of just when I wait for a setup and wait to see if I see anything I like. Really, I want to see one setup, take it, and then be done. That's my goal. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Daily fair value ups and tell me a lot. Yo, what's up, Metal? Oh yeah, my headphones are off. Wait, sorry. I can hear you now. You gotta get out of what? Oh. No, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Midnight opens down here. Bro, my headphones keep turning off. I think they're dead. One second. I want to take this as an inverse so bad, but it's gonna be too risky. With yes, where it's at right now.
I didn't think we closed under it anyways, so. Alright, let's see if this gets used as an inverse. So if that happens, we're gonna try this. This is still bullish. I guess, John. I hate how your bread folder knew till 10 a.m. because I want to get off. Alright, do we close above this? Alright. So I don't know if we would consider this strong close or not. I'll probably wait. I want a stronger close. Not good enough yet. Say you've been looking around. Add alert here. Okay, I'm gonna try a gold long here and see what happens. 4.33R. I'm not gonna hold the full thing to that, but really, my first target's gonna be here. And then maybe put stops break even once we hit here. I don't know if we even do. Say you've been looking around all over this little town. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, if we can hit the here, I'll put my stop to break even, but I really need to see acceleration past this now. And Q's still holding its fair value gap. I don't think I've alerted a gold play in a minute. Alright, if this does not hold, this is probably gonna get stopped out, but we'll see. Say you've been looking The only thing I don't like about this is this. It doesn't make it an A+ setup, but it's still not a bad setup. I'm just following my plan. I said if we broke the inverse in the 5, I would long it. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. So I really don't like this, but I should have longed this. Yeah. Yep. Unless it's gigantic, it's on like the 4 hour, then yeah, I do then, but this is a small time frame, so it's like, why not? All right, just from looking at this, I think we're gonna hit this high in MES. Not a good chase, just because this is only a 2-point chase, and I don't know how much higher we're gonna go after this. Again, I'm not surprised this is working. It makes sense, but just not a good setup in my opinion. Alright, we need to reviolate this, please. Same thing with NQ. Probably gonna go up for these highs now. So I need to see this reviolated on gold. There's your inverse on ES. Again, not a good inverse. There's only 3 points, so we hit that. So, not something I'm super interested in taking. Say you've been looking around. Ooh, probably could have long this. I was on the 2 minute. I wasn't even on the 1 minute. Oh well. Come on. I really want to see a stronger close above this to kind of confirm it, but we'll see. Oh, sorry, I haven't been checking chat. Oh yeah, he was just about to watch for oil. Yep. Wow, nice rejection. I always wonder, like, what would happen if I blindly shorted stuff. I used the Owanda one. See. Right. I could have just done a re-entry there and lowered the risk reward probably. That would have been F12. I really gotta accelerate by this. Yes, kind of lagging here. Say to me, say you've been looking around. I bet you someone got a better entry on that than me. I don't like how I didn't accelerate by this. This is a very strong PD array, so I'm afraid of rejecting it. Technically there's an order block now, which should help us, but I wish my entry is better here, because I can move my south break even already. Alright, market open in 9 minutes. So kind of have a neutral bias here. I think it's smarter to just wait. Oh, come on, gold. Usually gold accelerates faster. Like when gold moves, it really moves. And I'm not seeing that yet, so it gives me a bad feeling about this trade, which is fine. I don't really care if I take a loss, but I wish this wasn't here, man. If this wasn't here, we'd accelerate right up. Guaranteed it. Say you've been looking around. I don't long this so bad, but it's still think it's too risky being that we took out this high. Just gonna tape read this. Also an inverse on ES. Hopefully you guys get why I'm not longing this. Just it's because we took out this high. More of a B setup, and I don't want to start off with a bad setup on the indexes, but if it works, I won't be surprised at all, you know. Let me check. We should go for this high. This is very bullish.
targets will be this and this, and then because of this break, probably gonna get some consolidation up here, but definitely would be looking for long setups on this. Yeah, I think the gold trade's gonna get stopped out. We'll see. Kind of sucks that this was here in the 1 minute because it was a 3-minute BPR, 2-minute BPR, nothing on the 5-minute. There's still hope, but and then yeah, so that's that. I think we're gonna go for this high and then I think higher. And Euro USD, Euro USD looks bullish too, as I said. So in the end, if I did chase this probably would have worked, but again, I don't think that was a good chase. Let's see what's stronger, the inverse of the PPR. So back to break even. Ideally, yeah. But this is where it comes down to bias. If my bias is right, the BPR won't matter. Yeah, and it's a higher time frame, you know, so. Alright, if we can retake out this high and move my south break even, because that's the internal high that was made in live time. So the inverse playing out nicely on there. Market open in 3 minutes. Again, this still looks bullish. This reaction off this is pretty good, but obviously the market open in 3 minutes definitely something you don't want to take. Need to see this hold now. No way, come on. The hell is that candle?
Yeah. I know his matcher is better. Oh well. Alright. One more minute to open. Should be interesting. Again, these PD arrays are important to have in your chart, especially for the violations, if you have any. I might just get out of break here, guys. I don't like this. I'm just gonna stick with it, not be a pussy. Alright, finally. Alright, now I put my south break even. Thank God that worked. Alright, so here's the first high I want to see hit to take some scales. So it'd be almost 3 points. And then next target is up here. And final target would be the black line. Okay, there's the high in ES. She's probably gonna hit it on NQ as well. See the open volatility right there probably would have stopped some people out if I long this. Alright. So do you see how that worked, Metal, on gold? Yeah. Again, those inverses are great. Alright, I'm done watching that for now. I'm just gonna alert up here. So, NQ, we took out this high. I don't really care if we take it this high or not. Again, neutral bias. So when I have a neutral bias, the thing I really look for is highs and lows. So I'll kind of have some highs and lows marked, and my thought is, okay, if we take out this high, look for reversal. If we take out this low, look for reversal. So really my thought here is, okay, if we were to take out like this high, look for a reversal, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And then that's when you get your kind of setup. So okay, it does look like we're gonna go hit this low because we're violating this with speed. Low resistance liquidity below. Again, I'm not taking anything yet. Just kind of watching. Not taking this inverse. Just watching. This inverse might work. The only reason I'm not taking it is because we came very close to this high and didn't hit it. So I treat these like relative equal highs. But it might work.
So it worked initially. Let's see if it takes us to the target. So you can see like it works at first, right? But it's probably gonna end up failing because we just came close to this high and we didn't hit it. Yeah, so see it like gives you about what, 15 points here, and then it just doesn't work. So we've taken out all this low resistance liquidity. We have an untapped high up here. So that's why, like I said, I treat these like equal highs. Yeah, what's up, Levi? No. So there's the high. Again, that just goes to show what it means when, okay, we get really close to the high but we don't hit it. So I think we're going to go for this black line up here. Oh wait, never mind. It's different in the 5 minute. Yeah, it's just in the 5 minute. Either doesn't matter. So now that we've kind of broken this, this is where I'd be looking for a short. Yeah. And if we start to really violate this, that's when you look for longs. So my bias all depends on this for now. I don't want to be in 2 trades at once. Okay, there's the first scale for gold. Type 1 if you took that gold trade. By the way, you could sell everything here if you want. I don't care. I'm trying to go for a home run. If we end up going down and stopping at break even like the rest, I won't be surprised at all. Well, I will not be surprised because if you just look at the price action from the last since Monday, it's just been, even though I think I know what the draw is, we keep going this up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's not the prettiest. Are you talking about gold on D? And stop the rest at break even. Yeah. So this is what it is. That's why I scaled 50%. Pretty good trade though still. See, I might just do that and be done for the day, to be honest. So I'm 1 for 1 today. I'm probably not going to take another trade. That was good enough for me. I'm trying to do a thing where I just take 1 trade and I'm done. I kind of taken too many trades in the last week. I don't know why. They've been good trades. Don't get me wrong. They've been good trades. It's just for the future I need to stop. So hopefully you guys took that gold trade. Gave you the alert ahead of time. That's probably the only alert I'm going to give today. EU ended up hitting the high. Like I said, I probably could have chased to the high, but and what I would have done is I wouldn't have sold this high. I would have tried targeting up here, but you really, I wasn't awake for this, or I was awake. I just wasn't on the charts of this, or this would have been the textbook entry. Wow. Okay, so see how shorts are working. Honestly, this violated. Alright. Let's see if we get a setup here. If we get a setup here, I'll probably just demo it. Unless it's really good. Leopard, did you take that gold trade? We might be able to get back in. Nah, I'm done. I was gonna say we might be able to get back in. So I'm just gonna make note of this, that you can. So I'm just gonna take my gloves. You never want to take a setup after you get out of a setup, like in the same 10 minutes. So again, once you get out of a trade, or once you get stopped, or once you take profit and get stopped, or rather, no matter what, never good to re-enter the same trade like 5 minutes later. Just to make note of that. So you can see the NQ short zone worked pretty well, right? There's an hourly fair value gap. Does this mean we're going to go down and hit liquidity? That does not mean that, okay? This is still viable to look for a long setup here, in my opinion. If we get a confirmation long setup here, wouldn't mind taking it. I don't think we're going to get it. You can just see, like, even if you blindly shorted the zone, like, there's how many points? That's like 30 points. It's crazy. You'll never catch me blindly shorting a zone like that, though, ever. Not a good idea. So this doesn't look, so I know the short worked, but there's no lower time frame short yet. This is lower time frame long, in my opinion. Alright, this is probably gonna go back up and hit the high, to be honest. I'm not chasing this. Just tape reading. I don't think this is a good chase. This is not a good chase because you can see ES hit buy side here. So if one hits buy side, it's not a good chase. Could be. I'm watching the bulls for a value gap. I want to see if it gets violated or not. I bet you this is a 15-second. 15-second fair value gap, maybe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is a 15-second fair value gap. Right here. That's funny. I'm not longing, I'm just watching it because I think that's funny. But alright, the news is in 15 minutes. Should be interesting to see what we get for the news. It does look like we are kind of engineering some liquidity up here. Again, it's not something I would chase though, okay? Just because, yes, hit buy side here, we know it's not a good chase. Say you've been looking around. Do you see why you have to be patient on days like this? Very important. It's not a ES fair value gap by long. Right, it's not one you long, it's just one that you might see work because we have low resistance liquidity above, but not one you long just because we did hit buy side. Again, that should be like the most basic lesson ever. Right, buy side, you don't take the bullish fair value gap, but I just want to keep reinforcing that into your brains. Very choppy 1 minute here. I think this is gonna break, I just don't know when.
Yeah, news in 10 minutes. I would chase this, but there's news, so I don't want to try anything too risky here. Definitely looks like it's setting up though. Maybe it's setting up for the news. By the way, there hasn't been a body close beneath the 15-second fair value gap. I'm watching it. Yeah, I know. Very uncorrelated right now. Not something you want to trade. This looks bullish. We took buy side. This would be anticipated to be bearish. I think we're going to break above this. That's my guess. We still have not closed beneath the 15-second fair value gap. So that tells me we should break this low resistance liquidity here. And yeah, there it is. Nice. So yeah, and the NQ bodies never closed beneath that 15-second fair value gap. That's crazy. It closed to the tick. And there's your final target for the low resistance liquidity. So again, like I said, sometimes you see, even though you would not expect this to work, you see it work because of the other index. And the other index had low resistance liquidity. The bodies were holding a 15-second fair value gap. So it just made sense for that to work out. And this for us to get a reaction. And if I had to guess, we're probably going to go back to this high. But not something I'll chase. News is in 8 minutes. Say you've been looking around. Yep. Again, you realize a bullish breaker doesn't mean anything without context, right? Like, I wouldn't put too much weight on the bullish breaker just because we hit the high. Just like a fair value gap.
mouse is really stalling here. Nice, so that worked out. This is like a 50-50 setup. I hate seeing work in hindsight. So there's an oil short. I used to take setups like this, but they weren't high probability for me, so I stopped taking them, but they do work. Right. This was technically the confirmation setup. Because we were rejecting higher time frame for every gap, while at the same time getting a short setup. So I'm glad I got stopped out of gold. We never closed back above the inverse. So that means my bias is probably wrong for gold, just because that wasn't respected. Alright, news is in 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. As of right now, again, I can see this going both sides. So I'm going to try to get one good play and be done. I mean, I'm basically already done for my gold, but I'm going to see if I can squeeze in another like half size play. Again, just I can see both sides, because if you look at the higher time frame, NQ is between 2 4-hour, key 4-hour for rally gaps at the moment. So it's just something really important to keep in mind. I want to long this so bad, but can't. 4 minutes on news. And yes, a buy side. Again, definitely a day to be patient, right? I never really showed you guys this in the beginning, but again, just this 4-hour 250-50, right? We're in between. I want to wait for one of these to get violated first before I make a final decision for the higher time frame. So hopefully everyone understands and sees this and what I'm talking about. There is low resistance liquidity above, so if I had to say gun in my head, I would say the long side's going to work, but obviously it's a bad idea to say that when we're inside this, you know? Because if I say, oh, I think the long side's going to work, I'll still take a short setup, because I know we're in a higher time frame for a rally gap. Alright, 2 more minutes. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if this would... Let's see if I took this a demo with the news. Let's see if this would have worked. TakeProfit would be up here. This is an eval trade if you want to take it, but probably want to take it unfunded. Eval definitely is it. Alright, news in 2 minutes. I got a DM the other day. Someone actually got paid out. Like, it wasn't them passing the eval. They actually got paid out, and they said like they started learning this stuff from me. And getting eval passes is one thing. I think eval passes are very easy, but getting paid out is definitely another thing. So congrats to them. Always nice to see those messages. All right, news in 1 minute. Let's see if it blows our face off. What I'm going to do is, sometimes what you want to do is, because we're expecting volatility maybe in a minute, I'd keep a stop loss like under this low, and I market sell because sometimes you go way past this high, so you can market sell and get a little more. That's all. You only do that when it's volatile though. So that's if I want to get more from this high, because you're expecting volatility, so you're expecting us to go past the high, right? Again, the news could totally wreck this. I don't know, but hey, HWB, bro, I swear there's so many traders in here like that, and they just don't say anything because I don't really see you talk really. Good job. All right, and should hit this. Stop the break even now because this was a good enough move. We have equal highs here now. And market sell now. So see how you could do that? So congrats if you took that in your eval. Again, I think that was a good eval trade. So see where we got filled? We got filled right there. So it's like you're expecting volatility there. Oh, you're NAS. Okay. All right, sorry. I knew the profile picture. Yeah, I knew you were NAS. I knew it. I didn't know if you and Naz had the same profile picture. But see, look. I got filled right there. See how you can get a little more when you're expecting volatility like that? Did I take that under eval? That was a free. How many points did I get there? That was 25 points. Holy shit. That was like 25 points. Oh my god. Bro, that was like a good degen eval. That was a good long on like an eval account. Okay, I said that. On a funded account, no, definitely not. Okay, never take that on a funded account. But does everyone understand why this worked? What was my logical reasoning for this to work? The news volume, volatility, and there's something else. What type of setup is this? Yeah, it's a confirmation setup. And what was the other giveaway? What do I always say? When the high comes very close but does not hit, we always go back to it. So that was my other reasoning. And I said gun to my head, I would think this is bullet. No, that's for the higher time frame though. Does everyone want to see that 15-second? Wait, did anyone take that 15-second fair rally gap down here? That was technically the confirmation setup too. You took it, Matt? So I'll show you this now. Look at this. So if everyone looks carefully, remember I said I bet you this is a 15-second. So we got the 15-second chart right here, right? This is the initial setup where you would not take this. And then we have your inverse plus 15-second fair rally gap right here. See how the bodies never close back below it? See how clean this was? The bodies never close back below it. And if we draw a line here, you can just see how algorithmic that was. And this is not a straight line, but there's a straight line. So see this? And then this was the long. I almost alerted. I did take this long, just so you guys wondering. I almost alerted it, decided not to because it was a 15-second, and I don't use a 15-second that much. But you see how textbook this was? We look. Remember when I said I bet you the low resistance liquidity works now?
this is what I was seeing. I was seeing this on the 15 seconds. I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be ran now, right? Because we had an inverse, and the body held. So yeah, that's kind of, I did take that, but thank God I got stopped. Holy shit. Again, I'm getting off at 10:30, and then I'm gonna come back. You guys don't realize like how bad this price action is yet. Yeah, I just traded this and got 25 points on a demo account. Like, do you realize how bad this actually is? I should not be trading this right now, but you can. No matter how bad the price action is, there's always an opportunity. The 15 second was just clean. Is there a shortcut to straighten lines out in Ninja? I don't think so. It's whatever. If you've not taken a play yet, I wouldn't. This does not look enticing. Especially ES. Just look at ES. I'm gonna come back for the afternoon and see if I can alert a few plays too. I'm green for the day. I'm not super green. There's still room. If this gets violated, I'll look for a short setup down to this low. By the way, when I leave, I'm going to leave my stream on. So I'm gonna say gun to my head. We're gonna go to this low and possibly this low. No, never mind. Never mind. This low at least. I want to see close below this. No close below. I can't say that yet. Just wait. There's 13 seconds. Maybe not. Okay, maybe we'll not close under. I thought we were about to. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, there's one more minute left. Yeah, we still got time. So again, I'm just basing this off the close right now. Let's see if we get a short if we close below this. All right, never mind. I don't think we're gonna close below. I thought we were about to. Okay, so we didn't close below it, unfortunately. I thought we were about to. Oh, yes did. Okay. Yeah, ES did. So, just from this, so we did close under the inverse on ES. Just from this, I'm going to make a call and say we're going to go for these. Nice. Should keep going down. Hit this low at least. Little bit more. Good call on that leopard. I don't know it closed below. Obviously, you can see we just took a internal low inside of fair value gap. So you really want to see displacement below this to cause this. I gotta upload a chart to Twitter real quick. This is just so algorithmic. There's that low. I did chase that, and we should hit this low. Come on. That was quick. And there's that low. Well, I got out before he hit this low just in case, but there it is. You can see my execution right here. Again, a pretty easy chase. So there's the lows. I just posted an index commentary, so you know I was confident about that. So good call, leopard. We got the close below. 15-second charge on fire. That was just a 15-second fair value gap projection on that wick. Type 1 if you took that. Hey, good job. If you guys didn't catch that, don't feel bad, but a lot of the aggressive traders should be catching that. So I really like how you can see right here, ES hit this low, and this is a spot where ES is just gonna have trouble getting through. But you can see NQ doesn't give a shit that ES stopped, and NQ just goes on its own, right? That's why you don't short ES there. That was a horrible short on ES. If you took that on ES, you should probably study 3D analysis a little more. You never short or chase a low inside a fair value gap, right? There's no fair value gap under any of these lows, so that's why you chase this one and you just cover here. And what a turtle soup this was, damn. Nice job, boss. So hopefully you guys caught that short. I think that's all I'm gonna call for now. What's TLDR? Okay, I'm demoing this. I'm gonna demo this long right here. See this? 15 second. I'm gonna try this. Alright, let's see. This looks like a textbook play, but it's on the 15 second, so I don't know if it's gonna work. It's also a inversion. Wow, beautiful. Oh, holy shit. Okay, and I'm out here. Bam. Wow, that was. Look how I did not take that on my funded, but just see how look. Oh my god, that was textbook. Holy shit. Maybe I should have taken that on my funded. Did you guys hear did you hear my voice when I said that? You could hear the siren in my head when I said I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to demo this." Like I saw this at the last second and this just looked too good not to take. But you can see I did not take it on my funded. Does everyone see how textbook this is? Like this is the most textbook long you can get. That was kind of quick. Did anyone actually long that? That was quick, but if you got that, nice. Bro, this was fire. Yeah, it's fine. If you didn't catch that, that's fine. That was quick, I will admit. Bro, that was so textbook. Holy shit. For all you guys with a decent amount of screen time, this setup is just insanely accurate. Like, insanely accurate. Like, I'm not even kidding. This setup probably has a 99% win rate. I barely ever see this fail. Now, it's a 15-second chart, so that's why I demoed it. I did not take some real money. Okay. I'm good. I'm not bragging like I took some real money because I didn't. I took this, but again, you can just see this is more of like an educational moment. This is just so textbook, and it gave us like 10 points in 2 seconds. So very nice. I don't know. That was just too textbook not to say anything about. It's the V-shaped recovery inverse fair value gap plus double fair value gap setup. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Again, ES is still bullish. I think this is still somewhat bullish on ES. How do I add text in Ninja Trader? Oh, I see it. You're not wrong, Nicole. Like, you heard how fast I was like, oh god. I was like, I gotta go back to the recording. I didn't even know what I said, but I quickly said, oh, I'm demoing this. This looks like a 15-second textbook. So, I just said that. It was kind of quick. Like, it was like the siren just went off my head. It was like, that's a setup I'll never pass up on. Even though I don't take that in real money. I probably should have. I'm not taking a 15-second real money trade. Okay, I think that's just dumb, but I mean, maybe in the future. Yo, Butters, did you just see that, bro? Butters, look how clean this was. Look. This is the cleanest 15-second setup you'll ever see in your life. Remember this. Picture this in your brain, Butters. It was a 15-second. How do you take that if it was on the 15-second? And I still think this is bullish because ES is lower resistance. Oh, you took it on Ninja Trader? Nice. Yeah, this was so like, if this failed, I would have literally boiled my socks and ate them. I'm just kidding. You're in the 1 second, bro? I still think this is bullish. Low resistance liquidity here. But it's really not this low resistance liquidity. It's really this. All this. Okay, so we're just kind of waiting to see when we're going to break up out of it, which I think is going to make NQ bullish here still. I'm mad at the same time I didn't take that in real money. Like, I'm mad I didn't just slap that on my funded or my personal, but it is what it is. I'm green so far, and I'm probably going to come back the afternoon anyways. It's whatever. Yeah, NQ still fighting the hourly. Again, if we violate this, that's going to be so bullish. Like, so bullish if we violate that. It's going to be big. I would have alerts set at the top of it. What was the range for that long? It went 18-4. It went 20 points. NQ is very volatile right now. So you can see Euro took that high and just dumped. What did GBP do? I think definitely a lot of engineering liquidity on this now. I still think we're gonna go up and hit this high. Ooh, this is a good setup. Okay. I can't take this because I don't trade this, but I'll alert it and see how it works. 2.14 hour trade here. I don't think I might not get the entry. We might just hold this. I don't know. Alright, well, there's the entry. Again, still think NQ is bullish. You can see this low resistance liquidity almost getting broken. I'm trying a long dated call here on SPY. I don't know if I should tell you guys this or not, but it's not a 0 TTE. It's not even close to a 0 TTE. It's kind of low, really risk free here. And I'm just gonna try to hold it and see what happens for the rest of the day. If we kind of get like a 10-point pump here, I'll probably just be safe and put a stop break even on it, but I want to see us kind of accelerate through this, possibly. This is probably not a bad, it's probably a bad time to take it, but I don't know. It's very long dated, so if my stop is if we go back below this low, which it'll probably be like a 10% loss. If you do not trade options, do not take this. This is not a futures trade, not a good futures trade. This is like a long dated, safe risk kind of thing. I don't know if this is a good futures entry or not. It's not as precise. So that was a nice pump. I'm gonna have an alert set here because once we hit this high, I'll kind of see where the call is at. If we can hit this high. Well, it's longer dated because I'm kind of anticipating the low resistance liquidity to be broken up. Maybe, I don't know if it's going to be today. If it's today, I don't want to miss it. Again, I don't know if this is a good futures entry or not. Probably not a good futures entry because it's not precise. I entered like when I said, so I entered on like this wick down here. So theoretically, if you entered that on futures, it's already up 10 points. But I'm not sure what that equates to in options or whatever. But like I said, not a futures entry I would personally take. Alright, I gotta keep labeling this on Does anyone know how I duplicate? Alright, I'm going to put my stop to break even here, I think. Because this is the kind of pump I wanted. I don't think we're going to come back down to my entry. Wow, beautiful. Holy shit. Yeah, my stop's definitely break even. And I'm going to try to hold till this high. I'm going to scale a contract if we can hit this high in ES. That's an alert. I don't usually alert that, but I felt like I should have. 2 weeks. I felt like I should have alerted that because I don't know. That's like something I'll take off stream and I won't say anything about, but I don't know. Kind of felt like saying I was taking that just in case. Yeah, no problem, Andy. Again, it just made sense for long to work out there. So I'm hoping we close above this and use it as an inverse. Say you've been again. If this doesn't close above, probably gonna get south break even. But if anyone just took that, that was what, like 30 points, as I said I was taking the options long. So it's like that was still a good play, even if you get stopped break even. It's like whatever. Again, I did not see, I'm not getting as much acceleration as I wanted on the ES. ES is very sloppy right now. I'm not sure why. Alright, well, I'll just stop the break even there. Again, that's fine. I know some of you probably just lined that and got 25 points out of it, which is good still. Again, I don't know when we're going to run this low resistance liquidity. I don't know if it's going to be today, tomorrow. I'm going to try to, again, next time I see something like lower resistance liquidity such as this, I'll probably try another options call. Okay, I'm probably not going to be on stream to say it, but I mean, my option call I just took just went 10% pretty quickly, which I could have scaled, but I want the bigger move here. All right, I'm trying to do this. Does anyone know how to duplicate stuff on Ninja Trader, or no? I think I already asked that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think this is not bearish yet. ND still bullish. PD arrays being respected for the most part, and this, I don't know. I think they're going to accumulate down here, and it's going to be somewhat choppy, and then we're going to get a big move. I just don't know when it's going to come. So that's why I'm going to get on for the afternoon, just in case it happens then. Again, like I said, I usually won't tell you guys that, like, oh, I'm going to try an options call here. Like, I kind of just bought that in the middle of nowhere just because of good feeling, but that's stuff that I take off stream I usually don't say anything about. I guess I'm glad I got stopped to break even that. Again, I want to catch the big move. I just don't know when it's going to come. Fair value. If we can hold this low, then this is still bullish, just because this is the turtle soup low. And again, ES is still a lot of bullish PD arrays being respected. I think ES still heads up for this black line, as long as this, it's almost like a trend line retest too. And it's pretty bullish here still. This high should hit an ES any second now. projection. Still, I'm on my other screen right now. I'm editing this thing. I gotta post to Twitter. Alright, everyone go like the tweet I just posted. If you guys don't like the tweet I just posted, you Dart has to full port your account tomorrow, which could be hit or miss. $9.54. Yeah, I would say so. Not a breaker I'd use in context because I think this high is going to be taken out. Alright, I'm going to get off here, guys. I'll be back later. I'm going to keep my stream on for now. But yeah.